So Peacemaker season 2 ended today and I need to yap about it because a lot of people didn't like the finale episode and they have been shitting on it. In my opinion, I don't think Peacemaker season 2 finale was as bad. It's not what we thought. Like everyone thought like, oh, 7 episodes of build up and 8th episode gonna be absolute cinema. It's just gonna be action everywhere. Keith and Earth X people, they're gonna invade the main Earth and Rick Flag Senior, Peacemaker gonna team up and like it's gonna be big action sequence. Like everywhere on the internet people were like, yeah, Keith is coming back. Finale is gonna be big action sequence, and like spoiler alert, it wasn't. The whole episode, like there wasn't any action. In fact, there wasn't any action this whole season. I'm gonna talk about this later. The finale episode was basically just climax of every character. Like the character arc we've been seeing this whole season, everything reaches climax this episode. Like I think 15 minutes of it was just fucking concert. I didn't hate it. I actually liked the episode. I have my own criticism. For example, the 15 minutes of fucking song, I have my own criticism. I overall think the ending was pretty good and the season was very solid. Now here's the biggest problem. People thought that season 2 of Peacemaker will also be an action-packed season like the season 1. Like season 1 was this whole fantasy hero, Guardians of the Galaxy vibes, like a group of heroes coming together, saving the world, defeating the aliens. It was like full fantasy hero vibes. Season 2, however, is like more drama and character focused and like writing, character arc and everything. Season 2 is more focused on that. Like there really wasn't much action. So we should not have expected a big action sequence in the finale of this season because 7 episodes there was no action. It was just characters going through things, finding their true selves and developing as a character. Why the fuck would finale episode be just random action? Obviously it's gonna be the fucking climax of all of their character arcs. For example, Adebayo. Throughout the whole season we see Adebayo is not in a good relationship. Like season 1 she got breakup and like she's yapping about how her girlfriend is not really agreeing with her dream, and then Judo Master in like 7th episode gave her a speech about, oh, but you're not agreeing with your girlfriend's dream, like maybe you are the problem here. And then 8th episode we reach the climax of Adebayo's character arc where she realized that, oh no, I am the problem in this relationship, and then she lets her girlfriend go. She breaks up with her girlfriend and she is ready to move on in the life and not hold her girlfriend back. She knows if she's in this relationship she will hold her girlfriend back and they will never be able to do anything, so might as well just let her go and continue her own life. So that was her character arc which we saw reaching in the finale episode. And not just Adebayo, we see all these other characters like Rick Flag Senior, who was acting fishy the whole season, is finally a full-blown villain. He's working with Lex Luthor. He's like trapped Chris in the alternate dimension Salvation. His character arc is also finished. Now he's a full-blown villain. Amelia also, who was acting like messed up the whole season, finally have come to terms with her feeling. She like shows that she loves Chris. Chris, who was also suffering the most the whole season, have also decided to patch up with his friend and continue to live a better life until he gets trapped in Salvation. And here's also the thing. Peacemaker is now part of DCU. The first season of Peacemaker was part of DCEU, but it was barely like a part of it. Like there was no cameo of DCU character except for the ending. It was barely connected at all. Like Peacemaker season 1 was its own thing. It was barely connected to DCEU. However, Peacemaker season 2 is connected to DCU and we see it because like the character from other DCU project are shown in Peacemaker season 2. Rick Flag Senior, Lex Luthor, his whole gang, Guy Gardner, Hawk Girl. So we see a lot of character. Peacemaker is now part of a bigger universe, obviously DCU. So now it can't just be a show of its own like the season 1. Season 1 was barely part of DCEU and didn't contribute to DCEU storyline in any way or form. But season 2 is not like that. Season 2 has to contribute to DCU. So what we see at the ending, the Salvation and Rick Flag and Lex Luthor team up, we probably gonna see this in Man of Tomorrow, Superman 2 movie, or maybe even the fucking Lanterns are coming. We can even see some connection in that. Like this was basically a setup season for upcoming DCU projects. For example, there's this show called From. Very good show. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's very good. So From has 3 seasons. Season 1 to 3. Season 1 and 3 are like bangers. Absolute cinema. Season 1 and 3 are really good. Season 2 is pretty weak compared to the other two. That was because season 2 was basically all about setup. We see new characters, the character dynamics get set up, plot lines get introduced. It was just pure setup. And it's also funny, From season 2 ended the same way Peacemaker season 2 ended, which is one of the main lead goes to a completely new world, which also happened to Chris as he gets sent to the Salvation. That happened in From season 2. But because of From season 2 being a setup season, is From season 3 was absolute cinema. From season 3 was the best season because it has season 2 backing it. So you need a setup season to make the following season better. This is not just like shows, you see this in anime too. For example, One Piece. In One Piece, whenever there is a big arc coming, before that you have a small setup arc which set up things for the upcoming big arc. Like Dressrosa was a big arc. Before that we had Punk Hazard, the setup arc where they set up Dressrosa. Whole Cake Island was the big arc. Before that, they had Zoe, the setup arc. Zoe arc, they set up the plotline for Whole Cake Island, and then Whole Cake Island was a very good arc. Same with Wano. Before Wano, we had Reverie, the setup arc, where they did the setup, and then Wano was really good. So basically, what I'm trying to say is to make anything good, you need setup arc. Even Avengers Endgame, which is considered the best superhero movie of all time, it needed like 18 movies of build up and setup to be as good as it was. If Avengers Endgame just came out of nowhere, it just wouldn't be good. Same way I see Peacemaker season 2. At the end of season 1, things were all over the place, and season 2 comes out and characters are fucking messed up. Every character has their shit going on. Adebayo is going through a breakup, Amelia lost her job, Chris is going through his trauma. These characters are messy, so we spend this whole season just trying to fix these characters, and now that they're good and ready for the future project, we gonna see them in like future DCU project, and obviously season 3 of Peacemaker, if that's gonna come out. They haven't announced it, but come on, it's like the biggest fucking superhero show out right now. Obviously there's gonna be season 3, and just because Peacemaker season 2 was a setup season, that doesn't mean it was boring or uninteresting. Let's not act like we didn't enjoy first 7 episodes. Like, it was fucking peak. Every week an episode will coming out. People were enjoying it. They were fucking making theories for future. So we enjoyed the 7 episode, even if 8th episode wasn't absolute cinema. It was good, but it wasn't absolute cinema. But still, for a setup season, it was actually very good. Overall, it was a very good episode. I personally liked it for the character arc climax we reached this season. It wasn't what we expected, but like, headcanon is a big problem in fiction. I'm gonna make a good video on it someday about headcanon. It's like a very big problem even in anime space. Like, pretty much every ongoing anime suffers with headcanon problem, where fans just make their own fantasy like this gonna happen, but when that doesn't happen, fans like just get disappointed because their delusion didn't came true. Like, this happened with Jujutsu Kaisen, One Piece all the time. I'm gonna make a video on it one day, like how this is really fucked up thing which goes on in fandoms. But anyway, yeah, I just want to defend the finale of season 2 of Peacemaker. I've been seeing a good amount of hate online, and I was like, it doesn't deserve it. I know the videos are not coming as but my PC got nuked and shit, so just adjust a bit until I get a new PC like next year. Yeah, again, see ya.